This is a Lunar Clubman SE, just going to take you around the van and show you how it operates. Front of the van you've got your jockey wheel, hitch and handbrake. We'll take you through these in person here on site, and we'll also take you through the ATC and talk you through how that works. In the front locker you've got your gas bottle with gas regulator on the bulkhead. On top of the gas bottle you have your open and close valve, so essentially gas open is gas on and gas closed is gas off. Carry a maximum of 2 6-kilogram propane gas bottles on the caravan at any point. On the side of the caravan you have your water pump connection, which simply pushes into the side of the caravan. Use the trigger here on the side to lock it into place and to unlock it. You also got your Aldi heating flue and your wind down legs on each side of the front of the caravan. The wind down legs are there for just stabilising the caravan rather than lifting the caravan. The pump itself drops down inside the aqua roll, as you can see just here. You've then got your battery box and your mains power lead coming to the side of the caravan. The mains power lead is to put power from the site to the caravan itself, and then you've got your battery box with your motor mover power leads also going to it, and the quick release connectors on top of the battery. You'll also find your motor mover power switch in the locker on the left hand side with the mains power lead. We've then got our fridge vents. The fridge vents are very simply there to allow hot air at the back of the fridge unit and to take some cool air in. Behind the top flue cover there's also a gas flue for when you're running the fridge on gas. We'll torque the wheel nuts while you're here on site and before the caravan leaves, and we'll also demonstrate the motor mover in person so you can see how that operates. 2 grey waste pipes on the side of the caravan. 2 bits of grey pipe go into the side of the van and drop down inside your waste master. So the fresh water that goes in the front of the caravan has to come out somewhere, and it will come out down the side of the van through these 2 grey pipes. Back of the caravan you have your toilet flush tank. You'll open this up and you'll put 3.5 litres of water in here and a cap full of the pink fluid prior to use. And then in the bottom you have your toilet waste cassette, which you release by pulling up the orange handle and pulling the cassette towards you. The neck here turns out so you can tip the waste away. The grey cap is a measure for the grey fluid, for the pink and the blue fluid on board the caravan. And on the back of the cassette you've got an orange pressure relief button, so when you're tipping the waste away it doesn't spit and splatter back at you. The neck here turns out so you can tip the waste away, but before you use this cassette you'll need to put 1 litre of water in here and a cap full of the blue fluid. On the rear of the caravan on either side you've got your wind down legs to stabilise the caravan. They are just there for stabilising, they are not there for lifting, so you put all of them down to the ground so it stabilises the caravan rather than lift it. On this side of the caravan at the rear you've got your under bed storage at the rear left hand side underneath the the beds at the rear. You've got your motor mover and wheel nuts again, and then coming to the front of the caravan you've got your storage locker. Wet storage locker, so if you've got any wet accessories you can put them in there while you're travelling, for instance, or when you're on site. You've got a 3-pin socket so you can have power coming out to your awning on the outside of the caravan, and then your barbecue gas point. As you come in the caravan, on the left hand side as you walk in the door, you've got your mains control panel, so you've got master power on this top right hand side. You've got your voltmeter for the battery on board the caravan. You've got your awning lights for the outside of the caravan. And you've got your interior lights. It turns off all the interior lights on and off in one switch. You've then got your water pump switch, which I'm going to come back to in a moment. I'll demonstrate how this works. The first thing you're going to need to do with the water connected on the outside is come underneath the seat on the front right hand side of the caravan. And underneath here you'll find your yellow drain down valve. That yellow drain down valve is there to allow the water system to be filled on board the caravan, and it is also there to drain the water system down. So when that valve is parallel with the floor, as it is at the moment, you'll be able to drain the water system down completely. When it's parallel with the floor, sorry, you'll be able to fill the water system completely. If it's pointing upright towards the bottom of this seat, then it will mean all the water on the caravan will drain back out underneath the van. So once that valve's parallel with the floor, you'll come over to every tap on board the caravan and open the tap up completely on the hot side of the water system. So you'll open it completely up on the hot side. Once they're all open on the hot side, you'll come over to the control panel by the door and you'll turn the water pump on so the water system starts filling. Once you've got water running continuously out of every tap on board the caravan, as you can see here at the moment, it is running and the hot water is warm. you can then turn off every tap on board the van because the water system is completely full. At that point, you can start heating the water on board the caravan. To do this, you'll come to the Audi control panel just below the mains control panel on the door. When the screen clears up, you'll be able to see what it says on here. Top left hand side, you've got on and off. So we'll go into our options. If the on is flashing, it means the heating system is on and working as it should. If you've got off there, it means you have turned it off and you'll need to turn it back on for the heating or hot water to work. You can then use the arrows to select heating for the caravan, and that's what this symbol here is. So that is your heating control. Then below that, you'll have the heating temperature. So you've got plus or minus to control the room temperature. If we come across to the right then with the arrows, when the thermometer symbol is flashing, we can turn the hot water on or off. So you've got hot water on or hot water off. We're going to leave it on. If I come across to the right hand side again, you've got the option to run the heating and hot water on gas. Now, as you can see at the moment, that is turned off. To get it to ignite on gas, you'll need to press on. So it says on this control screen here, and that will essentially mean that the heating and hot water is going to ignite and work on gas as long as the gas is turned on in the front locker. You then need to come across to your electric supply if you're going to run the caravan on mains electric. So you've got mains electric off, with 1 or 2 kilowatts of power available coming into the caravan. It will depend on what caravan site you're on to what you select that mains power source to. If, for instance, you want it to be, if you arrive on a site and they say you can run it on mains or 2 kilowatts of power, you'll come inside the caravan and you'll select the 2 kilowatts of power. The top right hand side of this control panel will indicate that we have mains power coming into the caravan and that the system is working off the mains power source. That is your heating and hot water control panel. Next up, we're going to go to the fridge. The fridge, again, is very simple to use. You've got power on and off on this front control panel. So you've got power off and power on. That's the fridge now turned on. At the moment, it's trying to operate on 12 volt mains. At the moment, though, it's flashing the blue 12 volt from the car, you're towing with. So when it is flashing, it does mean there is no 12 volt power source coming from the car at the front of the caravan. If you press the button again, what I should explain is, that the 12 volt mode from the car is a cool box mode. So when you are travelling down the road, the fridge will chill off the 12 volt supply on the car. You've then got gas mode. If the gas bottle is turned on, the gas system will automatically ignite from the gas bottle in the front of the caravan. You can control the fridge temperature on the button on the right hand side here. You've also got 240 mains electric. Now 240 mains electric is when you're connected to mains power on site. You can control the fridge temperature on mains by pressing the button on the right hand side, the same as you do on gas. If it fails to ignite on gas, you will have the blue light here at the bottom of the screen flashing with a 9 and a spanner symbol on the top right hand side of the screen just to indicate it has failed to ignite. Cooker, hob, grill and microwave, all very much the same as your household appliances, no difference at all there. The electric ring will only work when you're on 240 mains, the same as the microwave above. If you are on 12 volt, just for your lighting, etc., and you're running from gas, the microwave and the hob, the electric hob, will not work. Going into the bathroom now, and the last point on the caravan we're going to go through. In the bathroom, you will see an electric flush on the toilet. So just an electric flush just here. You have a red toilet indicator light to let you know when the toilet waste cassette is completely full. The toilet seat itself turns for your convenience. Now the toilet seat, if it's pointing to one side, will not allow you to remove the toilet waste cassette from underneath the van. It does need to be back in the central position. There is a grey waste handle below the toilet that allows the waste into the toilet cassette underneath the caravan. And again, this grey flap needs to be back in the central position as it is now for the waste cassette to be able to be removed. One thing to note, if you have the heating on inside the caravan, the tail rail in the bathroom will hold heat for quite a long while. So please be aware of that when you are using the toilet facilities in the bathroom. If you have any further questions on the Lunar Clubman SE, please don't hesitate to give us a call here at the Caravan Company, and we'd be more than happy to help. We appreciate your business, and we look forward to seeing you here on site soon when you collect your van. Thank you for now. Bye-bye.